全米野球記者協会が選出する各賞の最終候補3人が発表され、大谷翔平選手がア・リーグの MVP 候補に入りました。フィル・ネビン監督がインターネット番組に出演し、大谷選手を称えました。また、ヤンキースのコーチ時代に一緒であり MVP 最有力候補であるジャッジ選手のこれまでのバッティングの違いについてもコメントしてくれました。
Manager of the Angels joins us right now, Phil Nevin. Phil, great to see you. Ohtani being recognized. I mean, we run out of superlatives to describe his greatness. What stood out to you most of all this year as the manager of this Angels team?
Yeah, just his consistency, really. I mean, just a pure joy to manage. Comes to work every day. I started watching it in spring training, and just amazing what he does on a daily basis behind the scenes to prepare himself to be the hitter he is, to be the pitcher he is, the work he puts in, the teammate he is. There's so much more to this guy than what we actually see on the field and what he brings to our club that, for me, makes him this MVP guy every year.
Phil, it's Al Leiter. I'm amazed when I remember looking at footage of him in Japan. They said he was a hitter and a pitcher. I watched the video of his pitching. I'm like, there's no way. It hasn't happened since Babe Ruth, right? I mean, how many guys, two-way college guys and all this? What, you're saying he puts the work in. Watching what you everyday guys did when I played and what I did, what is the balance? I mean, without, like, how does he do it? I find it amazing.
Yeah, I mean, Al, I think we've all played with guys that, they'll go in and go through routines and do things, and it just, some of the work doesn't make sense. You kind of, there's the guy that is in the cage all day, but what is he really getting out of it? Or he goes and takes 1,000 ground balls, but what is he really getting out of it? You watch Shohei work, everything he does is with a purpose, whether he's in the training room, whether he's in the cage, whether he's in the bullpen, every fine little thing he does. I remember hearing a quote from Pete Rose. He never took a swing, whether it was off a tee or in a cage or batting practice, that was not game-like. And I think you can probably say the same thing for Shohei. Everything he does, whether it's offensively or what he does on the mound, every pitch he throws, every throw he makes, even when he's getting loose, is all for a purpose. It's not I wouldn't say it's a ton of volume, because he understands what his body has to go through for an entire season. But every repetition he does, pitching or hitting, everything is with a purpose. And it is pretty amazing to watch. You watch it from across the field when I was with New York, and you're saying, oh, we see something special. But when you're around it every day, it's like nothing you've ever seen. It really is. And lucky to have him, lucky to be around him. I've learned a lot from him. What people don't know is he's probably one of the smartest baseball people in the game. Certainly the smartest one that I've ever been around.
Hey, Nev, it's Tom Verducci. You know his main competition for this award. You know him well, Aaron Judge. As you mentioned, coaching in New York, you got to know Judge and his swing. And I remember asking you, Nev, about now game planning against Aaron Judge. What's different than the Judge you knew last year even in New York? And we talked about getting to that pitch inside. So give me an idea what you see from Aaron Judge in 2022 that made it so difficult to pitch to.
Like I said, I think the biggest part of Aaron that I noticed this year is the pitches he was handling on the inner half. You saw a lot more home runs hit to the left side this year, but still able to drive the ball out to right field. He's so balanced in his swing for the body type that he has, to create and have the balance that he does and the torque he puts into a ball. He understands how strong he is. I mean, he doesn't have to hit a ball as hard as most guys to hit it over the wall, but I just saw a more balanced guy. And the one thing about Aaron Judge is he hits the really good ones. I mean, the best pitchers in the game, you see a lot of home runs, you see a lot of damage against the good ones, and understands what he is. He understands the strike zone as well as anybody. At 6'8", the body type, I mean, he's going to have his strikeouts, and I know that's one thing that's going to happen, but he knows the zone as well as anybody. And for him to start getting to that inside pitch, game changer for him, and still able to control the right side of the field as well.
I'm sure both Ohtani and Judge would credit you for their success as well. Phil Nevin, the manager of the Angels. By the way, you grew up as an Angels fan. Didn't realize that. Worked for the team, right?
I did. I sold souvenirs in the stands. The job didn't last very long because I spent too much time standing there and just watching the games and taking out. Yeah, walking around with a basket full of pennants and programs and hats and stuff like that. So, yep.
大谷選手とジャッジ選手という人並み外れた選手をコーチとしてサポートしてきたネビン監督。説得力のある言葉でした。大谷選手は毎年 MVP を取るに値する選手とのこと。今年のエンゼルス、ネビン監督にとってはなくてはならない存在ですからね。ネビン監督は子供の頃からエンゼルスのファンでスタジアムでバイトをしていたとは、そこからエンゼルスの監督になるとは感慨深いです。